Hey guys, so I'm back with an update on what happened at the facility, along with some new evidence that I have found pertaining to my apartment being unjustly evicted with no 30-day notice. Also, the gang stalking is much deeper than I actually ever knew. This is way deep. This type of harassment is just it's beyond me. It's beyond me. I just recently found new mail that, to my knowledge, this is brand new mail that had been sitting on the kitchen's table, and I'm trying to figure out for how long, and was not aware of it. But I decided to go through this mail, and I found out that the Bainbridge Housing Authority. Listen, you guys, I was, at the time that I read this, and I was not trying to rip it. I swear I wasn't. But the anger that I felt about this, and feeling like, why was I told to not make a payment towards my rent? Because due to the housing manager needing to speak with me and failed to do so, and failed to send out any notification, and if they did, someone had been tampering my mail, and then all of a sudden repossessed my apartment, and it was just out of nowhere. They had sent up a petition of possession on the 20th of June, and the actual possession of the apartment was made effective June the 29th. And on July the 3rd, Housing Authority Maintenance came and notified me that me and my children were to gather what we could at that time and leave, and they were going to change the locks on the doors, and then told us that we would be able to come back that following Monday to gather the rest of our things. And we finally got the last bit the week before they actually put me into the facility of Albany crisis. This was out of nowhere. I was placed in a mental facility out of nowhere. All of a sudden, I'm out in the yard walking around with my daughter, and a sheriff car pulls up into the yard. I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, I know this is not for me. But lo and behold, a sheriff comes around and asks me who I was, and I complied, gave him my name, and he asked me where my mother was. And we went into the house, and that's when he announced to me that he had a court ordered by the judge to take me in, not under arrest, but to take me to Albany crisis in Albany, Georgia. And that, I was on a 1013. He did not tell me who did it. He didn't tell me who came in there and did it or anything like that. During my stay at Albany crisis, I'm going to give you the honest truth. I did not feel like I was helped. I helped myself realize that I needed to have self-control, remain my normal self. Although that was fighting that, I was fighting against people who were literally sent in to participate in my harassment, to provoke me to not look like I'm a normal human person in society. That I don't, they were basically trying to observe me and see, like almost like an experiment. And all the while, I'm feeling the mockery, I'm feeling the laughter, I'm feeling the reaction. I'm sorry. I'm having to kind of grasp my concentration, because the thing is, as a targeted individual, they're trying to take your focus. That's the main thing that they want. That is what they strive. That is the objective, is to take your focus. And if they can take your focus, sweetheart, they can control you with distractions. And that is what I've been experiencing. That is what I've observed. And that is what I had to strengthen on my end. We are actually in a psychological warfare that is being waged on regular citizens in society as an experiment. I mean, you can honestly feel like you're being experimented on. Like people are saying, oh, let me try this. Maybe that'll trigger her. And then they use this form of technology to record it. It could be a cell phone. As simply as a cell phone recorder. Recording, or it could be a supercomputer that's recording this person's reactions to the triggers that they have placed for that person. So they're observing to see how that person reacts. And if that person reacts in the desired reaction that they have, which is the trigger, that the trigger has caused, they then record that trigger. And then this person is psychologically conditioned to be triggered with that same desired